Hi guys, welcome back. So we've got quarter-final teams for Saturday. England, Australia, Ireland, New Zealand. Some really interesting things to look into and react to with these team announcements. Now, apologies, I don't have an Australia shirt behind me. If someone was willing to donate one to the channel, that would be unbelievable. Rugbyanalyst@mail.com. If not, don't worry. But let's have a look at these teams. England versus Australia first of all. And on the England team, they've gone for Mako Vunipola. I wasn't sure they'd go there because he's had very little game time, but I guess he was going to be in the squad, so if you start him and then you can take him off when he's had enough basically, rather than if you bring him on and he blows up, that's a problem. So that could be half the thinking. Plus he's a class player, and if he's fit, someone like that could well hit the ground running. Bit of a risk, let me know what you think. Jamie George 2, Sinclair 3, as we thought. So that's England's best front row, but Mako short on game time. In the second row, pretty surprising actually. I was thinking they'd go Itoje and Cruz as the settled pairing, but they have not. They've got Itoje and Laws. They're the two most, what I think is the talented second rows, the best, physically talented second rows. Have they played a lot together? I'm not so sure. We'll see. Tiny bit of a gamble. They're the most athletic, they're the quickest. Australia are going to be really quick, maybe that's the thinking, because indeed they've gone for Curry 6, Underhill 7, the quickest back row, as I picked in my last video. And Billy does start. I really hope he is fully fit. We'll see how he goes. Interestingly, on the bench, they haven't gone for Mark Wilson. They've gone for Ludlam, who's been playing great, but I've got half a feeling from what I've read and from what I've seen that Wilson isn't fully fit. If you've got an inside scoop on that, please let me know, but that's my feeling there. But, Ludlam is super quick as well, so that would make sense in that respect. Youngs and Farrell. We knew it would be Youngs, but he's gone for the captain at 10. I thought they should have gone, either Ford or Farrell, Tuolangi, Slade, or Tuolangi at 12 for the France game, but they didn't have the chance to practice that. So I'm a little surprised they've gone there now, because they haven't played a lot with this combination. It's something I'm sure they would have wanted to do, and they've gone for it. So it's a tiny bit of a risk, but they're trying to get their best players on the park potentially. They think Slade is a bit of a game changer, someone who can cover Australia's expansive attack. Can you drop Farrell, or they've gone for no, even though I thought Ford has been playing better. Anyway, let me know what you think on that midfield. The back three is as expected, as I selected last video. Daly fullback, May and Watson. I think it's the best back three. Noel doesn't quite make the 23. They've gone for Joseph, which I'm happy with, to be honest, because on form, he's been playing really well. And Slade's fitness, a little questionable, so maybe they want to cover the centre. Anyway, then Cowan, Dickey, Marler and Cole. No space for Genge. Some people calling for Genge's impact, which is a good call, but they've gone for Marler. Cruz makes the bench. Ludlam, as I mentioned, Hines, Ford and Joseph. So it's probably very close to England's best personnel they can get out on that park. Can they perform? That is the question. Now Australia, some slight changes here. Alatoa, Latu Sio front row, very strong front row as we mentioned before. Rodder and Arnold as expected. Then a slight change up. Nazarani goes 6, Hooper 7, Pocock 8 with the numbers on their back. How they'll play in the game I don't quite know. They might mix around, but that was interesting. But Genya makes 9. I generally thought they would go for White if they were going to go for Leia-Fano. White and Leia-Fano look like they go together the best for me. But anyway, they've gone for the experience of Genya, maybe a bit more speed. And then the other big change, they've gone Karevi at 12, of course, one of their best players. But Pataya goes at 13. What a risk. Fantastically talented young player, 19 years old. No doubt he's going to be a superstar of the future. But wow, chucking him in there, not on the wing, but at 13. If you've got the inside scoop on this guy, let me know how much he's played at 13. I'm assuming he's played there a fair bit before. And they've got rid of the experienced O'Connor. I did think O'Connor could be a slight weak link in defence that England would target. So is Patara a better defender? Well, he looks a strong young man, but he is 19. Big risk, they're going all in. why not, I guess? If they're underdogs, they're going all in. Hodge comes back on the wing, which is great for them, with Koroibete, who's been on fire. And Beale is fit to play 15, so a massive plus for Australia. And then we've got Tamua covering a lot of the positions on the bench. O'Connor does make the bench, White on the bench, Slipper, etc., etc. So there we go. There are the teams. Let me know what you think. Are these the best combinations? Are there some risks in there? Does that change how you think about these teams? Right, let's have a look at Ireland and New Zealand. Now, Ireland, compared to the other game, are literally as expected. There are very, very few surprises here. It's a very settled team. Healy Best Furlong has been their number one choice for ages. Thought about Kilcoyne, maybe he could come in, but they're not going for that yet. Henderson Ryan was open and shut case. Then they have gone Amani, Van der Fleer and Stander, 6, 7, 8. As has been their standard for a while. Murray Sexton, of course, halfbacks. Henshaw and Ringrose, as I'd selected in the last video. No space for Farrell. Then Stockdale, some calls for Stockdale to be dropped, but I thought they'd play him. Earls and Carney. The slight surprise, not surprise, but the questionable one on the bench, Lama. I know loads of you thought Lama should be in, so you were right there. Lama's in. I was sticking with Conway because I think he's been consistently excellent, but no problem with Lama. He is a game changer. Then Cronen's been injured, so they brought Herring into the squad. Scannell's on the bench anyway. Kilcoyne, Porter, Burnham, Ruddock are the two other forwards replacements who I'd selected in my last video. Then McGrath and Carberry, of course. So very strong Irish team, pretty settled. Let me know what you think about that. Then New Zealand, interestingly, hooker, they've not gone for Coles, they've gone for Taylor. No problem there. Taylor's a class act. Thought they might have gone for the experience of Coles, but they're both, they're both experienced, both very good. Whitelock, and they've started Retallick. I thought they might not because of his lack of game time, but as loads of you guys commented, he's that good, he should start, and he is. Scott Barrett on the bench, great replacement. Severe Kane Reid, as expected. Mwunga, hopefully I said that a bit better, at 10. And of course, Beauden Barrett at 15 as the playmaker axis. And once again, you New Zealand viewers, knew best. You were saying it would be Leonard Brown and Goodhue 12-13, and you were correct. So let me know if you agree with that, which a lot of you I think will. The youngsters, Bridge and Rees, or the inexperienced guys, Bridge and Rees on the wing. Like I said, Beauden Barrett at fullback. Then Coles makes the bench. Who else on the bench? Perinara, of course. Sonny Bill makes the bench as an impact sub in the backs, and the versatile Geordie Barrett goes in there. Is he covering 10, or would Beauden Barrett go into 10 and he'd go fullback? Anyway, all the Barretts are in there, of course. So let me know what you think of the New Zealand team, the Ireland team, and the England and Australia team. And until next time, I will see you then.